Yep, y'all, they finna get ready to say that Michael cheated first. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life for Chess for General Hospital, February 10th, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know your thoughts on today's episode down below. Look, I told you, I already knew it. When they didn't reveal, when they didn't have, not reveal, when they didn't have them sleep together, I was like, okay, they finna get ready to flip it all on Michael. Martin just told Willow he needs her to get something on Michael because what way did he say Michael has more footing because Willow cheated and Michael didn't. And I said they both cheated, but technically Michael did cheat. I was about to say first, but the kiss was technically cheating, but y'all know they don't really count that. So technically Michael cheated first. I said, I knew it. Why they had to do it like that? I wonder when he's coming back. But okay, y'all, we're gonna start with Elizabeth, Rick, and Cyrus. So Cyrus, I can't tell if he suspect Jocelyn still or what, or if he ever suspected her. Because the way he was staring through that window, because she suddenly had to change her. I said, Jocelyn, you think that's gonna work? So he's staring at Elizabeth. He's staring at Jocelyn. I said, grab them both. Look, somebody gotta do something or something. Look, I'm waiting. Somebody needs to get grabbed. Something needs to happen. Look, but yeah, why these folks choose? Well, it's because of what Elizabeth said. She said that the hospital is the safest place for her to be because, Cyrus been banned. And I thought for a second when Rick was like, he checked his rep sheet, Cyrus rep sheet or whatever. I thought he was gonna say like anything can go with him. He don't care about being banned. Look at everything he's done. But no, he was just saying how he dangerous, which is kind of the same thing, but at the same time it's not. Well, yeah, he over here, he been banned. Where is the doggone security guard? This man, well, I think this is the continuation of Friday's episode. Cause I was about to say, look like he done came back. This is what? How many times this man done been back after they done kicked him out? Well, he was back before because, Brad, the one told him to leave before and he did. So what, 3 or 4 times he done came back and he been banned? I don't know. I probably just added that on. But yeah, Rick brought her some flowers, basically telling her congratulations for being back on the job and everything. And they started talking about Cyrus. What did he say? What did he say? What did they want him to do? Look into, what's the conditions of his parole or whatever. And he just telling it. And Cyrus hearing all this. He hearing all this. I said, yeah, he finna do something crazy. But Rick was just telling her to keep her eyes open. I don't know if they was at the park when he ended up saying that part or what. I was waiting on Cyrus to pop back up, but he didn't. He was at the doggone, at Bobby's or whatever. And I said, yeah, he finna do something. He definitely is. I want to know if he gonna end up grabbing Jocelyn because this lady, I know her name now, y'all. Let me see. I think I know her name. Coylette. Coylette. I think she said Coylette. She said it so fast. I don't know. Coylette. That would sound like she said. But she done came gave the address to Jocelyn or whatever. Well, we'll come back to that. Elizabeth and Rick, it was something else about them. He told her to keep her eyes open. She was like, you forgetting that I'm not alone. I'm with Lucky. And I was wondering if did she say that part when they was at the park or when they was at the hospital? Because it was so he knows that Lucky and her working together. I said, well, more than likely he knows anyways. We're gonna have to come back to Elizabeth and Reed once they reach Christina and Ava over here. She over here trying to take the girl. She over here trying to take the girl, whatever. I mean, she kind of got a point, but at the same time, I was like, that's just gonna hurt your case. You just gonna give them more ammo or whatever. But Cody and Felicia, so they end up basically meeting up or whatever, and Felicia ends up telling Cody that he owes somebody an apology to my Sasha. So she ends up coming or whatever. And they was finally like, he apologizes or whatever. He was like saying he was just showing concern. Here go Felicia talking about the doggone. It sounded like to me he was just concerned about you and caring about you and all this other stuff. Then, look, Jason was looking for it. Look, I can't talk about that without talking about everything. So Tracy and Jason was talking because he came in. He was looking for Sasha or whatever. And they go Tracy talking about some, are you looking for your newest baby mama or whatever? And then he was like, what are you talking about? And she ends up bringing up what Carly said. And then Drew said that Jason was the father of Sasha's baby. And he was like, why would you believe anything that Drew says or whatever? And then she was like, deny it. And he never did. He never said it. But looked like Sasha asked him on tomorrow's episode to go along with it or whatever. And I said, that's not going to work. It's already over with. Once Martin said that about finding something on Michael, and then the fact that Sasha over here, she can't seem to shut up. If you want somebody not to know something or to see that you suddenly have a concern, like, of course, y'all was together and y'all are friends and you going to defend your friend and all this stuff. I don't know why people be assuming folks ain't going to defend their loved one. Like, I understand it. But it's the fact how she doing it. And she keep on. And I was like, if you don't want her to find out or be suspicious that you sharing the same baby dad as her, why won't you stay out her face? But yeah, she was confronting her, saying something about did she move back in with her mama, with Nina or whatever, or something she said about Drew, like just bringing up the same stuff. And I was like, Sasha, you gonna make her suspicious. It's only a matter of time. Then they always talking in public and stuff. They always talking in public, then be shocked like, oh, who found out? How did you find? You won't shut up. Y'all won't shut up. But Christina and Jocelyn, Christina ends up coming because Jocelyn takes her. She asks her to take the girls to the park because she had something to do. Wait, when she said she had something to do, was that what she was talking about? Was that what she was talking about when she was talking to Coylette or whatever her name is? Is that what she was talking about? Or was she trying to meet up with Brenda? Because she said something about Brenda could have just texted her or something like that. And she was like, that could be traced. So that's why she brought her the sheet of paper. And it was basically Austin address or whatever. And I said, y'all finna get her hurt. Well, she finna get herself hurt. I said, what? They said they wanted her to take the breadcrumbs and come there and find the place or whatever. And they want to see what Jocelyn does. And I was like, okay, like, what you mean by that? What y'all want her to do? Like, what y'all waiting on her to do something or to find him and him to do something so y'all can have a reason to arrest him? Or is it more to this doggone story? Like, I don't know. But yeah, Jocelyn asked Christina to take the girls. She does. She ends up taking them to the park or whatever. And I was like, she gonna end up. At first, I thought Ava didn't even know about the girls. I thought she was just gonna run into them or whatever. But then she told my son she got them both so hot chocolate and everything. That's Ava. You just hurting yourself. I mean, you got a point because that is your daughter or whatever. But at the same time, y'all got this whole custody battle going on. And Sonny currently has full custody. Does he have full custody and she get visitation? I forgot how that led to that. But yeah, might as well get Ava, Trina, and Kai out the way. Then we're going to come back to Christine and them. Ava and Trina was talking. She trying to sell some property or something like that. A gallery space or something like that. Then they started talking about Kai, about how he didn't want her around. He ends up showing up. Then they both basically agree that they want to get to know each other better and all this other stuff. That's how they happen with them. Look like they gonna be a couple, but we'll see. Cause sometimes they make it seem like they gonna be a couple. Then next thing you know, they over here with somebody else. Look like what's her name? Emma's gonna be talking to Kai, saying she need his help or something. So we'll see if that's gonna be yet another love triangle. We don't know at this point. Back to Christina and Ava now. I was about to say, should have known that Ava was up to something based on how she was creeping around. Y'all see how she was walking? I said, look, you should have known she knew they was there. Look, I wasn't suspecting. Look, I wasn't paying attention at first, but I was like, yeah, the way she turned that corner. Well, I don't think no corner was right there, but y'all know. The way she was walking. Okay. What else? So she came and Avery ends up seeing her. She's like, mama, or something she said. And then she ran to her and hugged or whatever. So she talking about some doggone, she got a new place. You want to go see my place? And she was like, let's go. And she kept trying to take her. Christina was like, no, she got to stay here. She got to finish her project, all this stuff. She was like, her daughter or whatever. She going to take her. She want to go see her place and all this other stuff. So Rick and Elizabeth end up coming and Rick grabs her and take her back to her place. And that's when he was like, you basically about to ruin the whole doggone case. I said, right. I said, right, you about to ruin the whole thing. And she was like, that's my daughter. Sonny's out of town, all this other stuff. I said, that's going to be, I wonder how long Sonny going to go without, using that pacemaker. I want to know if he's going to end up passing out. I want to know if it's more to this doggone heart situation or what. But yeah, he ends up telling her she about to ruin the whole case or whatever. I can't say, they'll flag my video if I say the K word, but y'all know what he told her she would get accused of. And she was just saying how she already done lost so much, she don't want to lose her daughter too. Then these folks just start kissing and stuff, so I'm assuming they slept together. I don't know yet. Have I seen the preview for tomorrow's episode? I don't think so. I don't think I seen it, did I? But yeah, look like they gonna sleep together. But the part that got me is after Rick takes Ava away, Christina just started going off. She don't get to let me see. I know I wrote it down. Let me see. What did she say? Let me see. She told Elizabeth Ava does not get to have her daughter if she can't have hers. And they ain't gonna tell Elizabeth, you was here, you was a witness. You and Rick were witness that she tried to take Avery and all this other stuff. I said, well, if Elizabeth has to testify what Ava was about to do, she got to also mention and testify what you just said. She got to testify that you basically said out of spite, that you doing this out of spite. Or they could look at it as she trying to do it out of spite. Because she said, if Ava does not get to get her daughter, if I can't have mine. So they gonna say when you get on that stand, because you every time they get you on the stand, you over here break down or whatever and do exactly well, that was one time. I'm talking about every time. But yeah, I said if she testified it, she gotta also mention, because she more than likely gonna say to Rick anyway, tell Rick what's going on. I don't know. We'll see if they actually explore that. But yeah, she told my son, y'all was witnesses of what she tried to do. And it look like she gonna be texting or calling Sonny to tell somebody. But yeah, I said if she testified that, she gotta also say, you just told that you doing this out of spite. You just said Ava does not get to have her daughter if I can't have mine. So yeah, they're gonna look at that as you doing this out of spite or whatever. This whole situation crazy. I forgot to mention that Rick finally said that he was gonna represent Ava pro bono or whatever, because she's struggling with money and all this other stuff. Let's go back. I know it's some people I didn't do yet, because we was talking about Christina Jocelyn. We already did Ava Trina. Carly and Nina. Nina was trying to convince her to work with her. At first, she was like, no, she don't want to make things worse. But then she kept talking about if Wiley and Amelia gonna call Drew, what she said, daddy, stepdaddy. What did she say? Something or whatever. And I think that was the point where she was like, okay, or whatever. They gonna do something. And Nina, telling her she had to do the hardest thing. And I was wondering what she was talking about. I just realized that what she was talking about was talk to Tracy and convince her to back down. And Carla over here trying to tell Tracy, she backing up. We gotta let Michael gonna come back. I know my son, all this load of baloney or whatever. And Tracy was like, I know you. You not just gonna sit back and let this happen or whatever. I still want to know what they gonna do to my son. They got access to the house. Maxie got access to the house. I was like, what they trying to find documentation to blackmail him? What? I don't understand. Like, everybody got to get something at this point, because they finna get ready to find out Michael cheated too. That he cheated first, technically, because they gonna say, oh, all that was the kiss and all this other stuff. They just kissed twice. You went and slept with somebody else and you got her pregnant. Nah, I forgot about that part too. You got her pregnant too, and more than likely, I want to know if Willow gonna end up pregnant too. But yeah, Carly ends up talking to Tracy, and that's when she was like, she knows she gonna do something. She said, just make sure it hurts. Just make sure it hurts or whatever. I don't think they went back to them after that. Sasha and Willow already talked about Sasha confronting her. She told her to mind her business, basically. Drake, Tracy, and Jason, we talked about that. Martin and Willow. I feel like I skipped some stuff. Let me see. Martin asks if Willow really wants to get a divorce. She told me, yeah, it's over and all this stuff. Look, I keep saying that's the crazy part, but yeah, this is the crazy part. The man, actually was, Nina was right, because she was like, she don't think that's a good idea or whatever. Maybe that was just Michael's starting point. It was, because he never wanted to take the kids. I ain't gonna say never, because he was on the phone that day with Diane, but they never revealed what he said. But he was like, Willow's a good mother or whatever. He doesn't want to take custody. He knows what it was like or whatever, him and Morgan, when the whole Carly Sonny situation was going on. So they over here trying to take his child. Now Martin looking at Nina like she crazy, because she the one hired the man. Now she over here talking about, no, that's too much and all this other stuff. You hired him. But yeah, Martin going out to full custody. He said something about, what's it called? Custodial or spousal support, something. Nina ends up showing up or whatever. And she was like, this will make things messier or whatever. And I was like, look, everybody got their own doggone agenda. I know what I forgot. I think I talked about it a little bit. So Jason was looking, I wonder what Michael said. Jason was looking for Sasha or whatever. And Tracy ends up telling him where she was at. Excuse me. And when soon as he walked in, I said, Cody, please shut up. Golly. She literally just looked like she gonna dice some water on him. I seen the preview this morning on the General Hospital channel up on YouTube, on here or whatever. And looked like she diced some water up on him. I said, that's what you get. And something tell me that water still not gonna do nothing. He gonna do something to make things worse. Watch. He gonna do something else. He don't learn. She just told you. She said she forgive you because Felicia over here interfering and stuff. And you still over here calling Jason a slime ball. I was reading it when I did watch it. I just realized I did watch the preview for tomorrow's episode, because I was reading the comments. And somebody said they don't understand how these people just be over here. They be threatening these folks that's supposed to be in malls or crazy or something like that. So I did watch it, y'all. And I said, right. I said the same thing, because on the Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi always holler about she look crazy and all this stuff. She don't sit up here, follow her in the corner. She don't slap her twice. She don't push her. Now, if she hit her one time, she hemmed up and gets that doggone trash can, she over here scared and stuff. She's scared. I was like, right. I know everybody got that breaking point, because you can't just be doing crazy stuff. And Cody is trying to defend his friend and all this other stuff. But at the same time, she told you. Now at first it was bad enough because you didn't even talk to her. Now she telling you what she need and what she want, and you still ignoring it. Over here confronting him, you slime ball, you just like your brother, and yada. You don't even know this man. You don't know none of these folks really, to be honest, and they don't know you. But yeah, he just going off. Jason was like, I need to talk to you, Sasha. He started interfering or whatever, and he was saying it's private. We all family here. You could tell and all this. I said he family. He is family too. If Mac his daddy, right? Mac his dad. They'll try to figure it out because somehow these folks are all related. I was like, we all family. I'm like, wait. Is he saying because now he got a baby allegedly by her, which he don't? It's Michael baby. Cause I was like, what? How y'all family? But yeah, he just over here causing a doggone scene and stuff. Again, and Willow and them right next to us. How they ain't hearing us? Look, they be right next to these folks and still don't be hearing nothing allegedly. They know they be hearing these folks. But yeah, Martin told Willow she cheated, Michael didn't. And he wants her to find something on Michael or whatever. And I said, either way go, y'all, to do what? Like, once you find out he cheated, he got a baby on the way with another woman or whatever, what you gonna say? You want sole custody now because he cheated and got a baby on the way? Or is you gonna say what he wanted from the jump anyway, that y'all gonna share custody? And then, I don't know. I really don't know about this doggone storyline at this point. But yeah, Cody wants Jason to admit that Sasha's baby is his. Look like on tomorrow's episode, she's asking him to go along with it. I said, that's not gonna go well. It's definitely not. Do y'all think Sasha and Jason gonna grow closer together since this whole situation finna get ready to take place or what? Let me make sure I talked about everything. I think so. But yeah, I want to see if Cyrus gonna grab these folks or not. Do something. Somebody need to do something around here. But yeah, they always talking in public. He done heard these folks and everything. I already talked about Kai now. Rick told Elizabeth to keep her eyes open. She talking about the hospital safest place. And he right there. Nobody seen nothing. They don't sit up here and took out all these people, murder all these people, and y'all still ain't got no security. Make it make sense. Or no police officers in this case. Because I think once it becomes an investigation or something like that, or I slipped up and said the word. I had to cut it out. Yeah. Look, man. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, once they found out somebody was murdering people and all this other stuff, what's the difference? What's the difference between saying murder and saying the K word? I don't understand. But yeah, let me not say it again. They found that out. They supposed to be putting security guards or police officers or something. But they ain't did dilly freaking squats. Not to mention the cameras. Y'all know I talk about that all the time. But that's it, y'all. This is actually longer than I expected. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, this is how girls today be saying.